Alright, I guess we can get this party started. So we were, I think I was, oh yeah, listen to this. The actual theme music is being played backward now. If you can, as you can see, there's like blood and all this stuff on the main screen, and now the music is being played. The theme is being played backwards. So, I mean, I'm not getting creeped out, but I find it very entertaining. It could be, it's like creepy-ish, but I might have to review this game. I'm thinking I might. I'm thinking I might have to do that. All right, let's load. Alright, so we were at this part. You should really make a manual save right now. Don't hesitate. We already did that. Thank you for getting this far. Your bravery is commendable and will be rewarded. Thanks for playing, Deirdre. Okay. Okay, this is where I almost forgot. Okay, so this is nightmare mode, I think. I believe this is nightmare mode. You wake up in the bathroom again. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold. But I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? And you can't run. You can't run. I am scared. Now, I don't know who this is, but I must be nightmares. Must be nightmares. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. Mariah's presence is enraged. She's beckoning you to follow her. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. What a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for some breakfast. Oh, okay. Look. What the hell? This will take ages to clean. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stare into the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. I don't know if this is in my head or the character's head or what, but which one of them is causing this? Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor? You crawl into bed and fall asleep. So this must be a continuation. It has to be nightmare mode. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Karen isn't here. It sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. You head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them. Who's still missing? Karen? Someone is tapping on the windows. I can't get the taste out of my mouth! Are you done, Anatoly? I don't know if that's the same voice or not. They're getting more bold in their actions. You head to bed to sleep on it. Oh, day 616. Oh, 666. Alright. The sheets are drenched in sweat. You catch something moving out of the corner of your eye. You roll out of bed to see what it is. It feels like 3 a.m. Nothing is moving around the bedroom anymore. Just your imagination again. You head to the basement door. Is Karen still alive? A cold wind blows through the crack in the door. Oh gosh. You wake in a cold sweat. Clearly this guy is crazy. He's crazy. Hey BB10. Hello. You coming in for some creepiness? You wake up on the cold bathroom floor. The door is locked. Did one of them hide the key in here? Where do you want to check first? Under the tub. Mouse poops and dust have gathered underneath the tub. This needs to be swept. The garbage can under the sink? You check the garbage can underneath the sink. It's empty, like your soul. Inside the mouse hole. This mouse hole seems perfectly rounded, like someone used sandpaper on the edges. Did the Chompettes do this? Let's look under the tub again. There's some scratches on the side of the tub. What happened there? Garbage can again? You look in the back of the garbage can. Just a gigantic spider back here. Disgusting. Inside the mouse hole again. The hole itself is pitch black. Would the flashlight be helpful? And might aggravate whatever horror lies in wait. Stick your arm in the mouse hole? Yeah, I think we need to do that. You slowly put your entire arm inside the mouse hole and feel around. You feel the chilly presence of something behind you. The key is pushed into your hand. You pull your arm out, lifting up the toilet seat to take a celebratory bathroom break. Okay, it's time to take a celebratory leak. Your hands are shaking uncontrollably from the whisper. The key has fallen into the toilet. Reach in the filthy toilet to get the key? Well, of course! I mean, if James could do it. If James could do it, then. Yes, let's do that. This is the only way to get out of the bathroom. You plunge your hand into the toilet, grasping blindly for the key. It must have gone down the pipe. Oh, wow! You really put your hand in a filthy backed-up toilet, huh? This seems to be a new low for you. Are you finally going to wash your hands now? The sink isn't working. Oh, wow. Will the bacteria be the thing that does you in? Such a pathetic end for such a terrible life. That key wasn't even for the bathroom door. That was the key to the Chompette's treasure box. You really stepped in it this time. Cabbage told me I had to rescue you from this. I wanted to let you starve to death in here, but she insisted. Here you go. Raspberry unlocked the bathroom door. This is the last favor you'll get from me. Goodbye, wretch. You let out a deep breath and exit the bathroom. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. This time, it's time to end this. You open the door and get ready for what's next. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. The spirits aren't active right now. You continue downward. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. It's nothing. You keep moving downward. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. A false alarm. Are the spirits below going to spring a trap on you? You continue downwards. Oh boy. You hear something in the distance. Spoopy. What was that? It sounded like a baby. It's you. Está usted perdido aquí. Okay, I think this is Portuguese, which is very similar to Spanish. And I think it says this is where you die. ¿Estás con frío? You shake your head. Oh. Vamos a conversarla en bello, ¿ok? Yo tengo otros que quiero mostrar a voce. Deles now para de susurrar sobre un gallo de pasarino. Veje voce no final, I think. I probably just completely butchered that. I don't even know at Portuguese at all, but when did they record your voice? You hold your breath and continue downward. Something is approaching. This game is purely fictitious. It cannot harm you in any way, shape, or form. In a bunch of different languages. What? When you regain consciousness, you're further down the staircase. You awake with a note next to your head. It's difficult to read, but you can make out a sentence. Don't go out. I think it said don't go out before Saturday. You take the Saturday note with you. I don't know why it popped so fast, but the sound of the rain has completely stopped down here. Your eyes are strained down here. The pressure is intense. You feel like you're trapped under miles of ocean. You continue downwards. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You navigate the basement blindly until you reach the room with 4 directions. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. Which way should you go? North, south, east, or west? I think I'm just gonna go west. We'll just go west. Your eyes struggle to see down this hallway. You strain your eyes to make out an outline of a door. You slowly open it. You wake in a cold sweat. You're lying in the middle of the 4 directions. Which way do you want to go? It's just... Okay. You want to go north? We'll go north. Once you open the northern door, a cold wind blows over you. This area reminds you of an underground cave. You can make out a door at the end of this hallway. You have a bad feeling about opening it, though. Open it? Yeah, let's go through. You wake in a cold sweat. You're at the 4 doorways again. Let's go west. Oh, I did already. Your eyes struggle to see down this hallway. You strain your eyes to make out an outline of a door. Okay, yeah, it's going to show us the same thing. Alright, so we did north. Let's go south. This room feels warmer when you enter. You begin sweating more than normal. There's a door at the end of this hallway, but it's so hot you feel like you're going to pass out. You slowly open the door a crack and peer inside. Vines cover the entire ground. You wake in a cold sweat. Okay, I guess we're going east now. You're lying in the direction of the 4 doors. What? Oh my god, Nixia. She's freaking the fuck out now. Which way do you want to go? Alright, east. Your hands run across a large door. Maybe now isn't the time for this. You walk back to the basement steps, trying to remember why you came this far. Found you! Uh-oh. He's not dead. Let's end this. What? Karen escapes down the hallway, leaving a trail of blood behind her. You follow her to the room in the east. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen, I'll never forget you. That was it! 15 minutes! That was it! 15 minutes of stuffs.
Cooking time is so much fun and nothing bad could happen.
Oh my god.
Everything is totally great, but please do refrain from going in the basement. Cooking companions.
These lyrics.
Your life just might end. Cooking companions. Don't trust that onion.
Don't trust the onion.
Cooking time.
I'm digging this.
So much fun and nothing bad could happen. Everything is totally great, but please do refrain from going in the basement. Cooking companions.
Why is it a jolly song? Because it's a jolly game. Chompette's cabin courses. Starring cabbage, onion, raspberry, and bread. Potato. Hello! Welcome to Chompette's cabin courses. We missed school too much, so we wanted to bring it back. Honest. I'll be playing the role of teacher today. You can call me Ms. Cabbage if you like. Let's just roll with it, alright? Can't wait to learn some new things today. Me too. Aren't you excited, Potato? I dropped out of grade school so I could work at the butcher. That's extremely depressing. Explains everything so far. Is he quiet because he doesn't want to sound held back? You three are terrible at whispering. They never learn their inside voices, Potato. Cabbage looks you right in the eyes. There's no dumb questions or wrong answers today. The Chompette's cabin courses are designed to let you passively learn. Your brain is porridge right now, right? These courses will be perfect for that. That's correct, Onion. And the best part? No silly humans to interrupt anything. You ask about dead humans. Oh, ghosts aren't real silly. You ask about... That's enough! No questions about ghosts today. Save it for a practicing medium, Stinky. Got a cornbread classic for you. What's a ghost's favorite food? Blueberry! You need to get Brad a joke book. These puns are pathetic. Let's the learning begin. You decide to listen to the Chompettes. Although you have the feeling something else is at play. For the first lesson, let's talk about that nasty oven. One of us was baked into a crust. You threw half of it away without hesitation. Human life is completely disposable to you. That's enough! I seem to have lost my patience in the teaching curriculum. Let's talk about the cauldron instead. The first cauldron discovered dates back to the Bronze Age, which took place 3100 BC to 300 BC. You can see a cauldron in the famous artwork The Garden of Earthly Delights, where a birdman is wearing one like a crown as he eats and poops people down into a hellhole below. Yikes! Wouldn't want to fall into a hellhole. Most of us were placed in this cauldron stewing for a day straight. The smell was so foul. Clung to all linens in the cabin. Absolutely revolting. Raspberry? Need to speak with you for a moment. In private. two awkwardly leave for the bedroom, slamming the door behind them. You can hear Cabbage chewing out raspberry. What is another name for Brussels sprouts? Cabbage Patch Kids! Bread, that wasn't even a pun. Or a joke. It was more like a stalling. I don't know what's happening. I'm just going with it. Cabbage and Raspberry joined the group again. Raspberry? Is there something you'd like to say? Raspberry! There is, Cabbage. You've committed crimes against humanity. You're a scourge on this earth, sent to punish us. Cabbage may forgive you, but I never will. Wow, look at the time. This concludes the Chompette's cabin courses. Did you learn anything this time? Or did you just loaf around? Are you remembering it yet? Just join me in the boiling water sometime. Really loosens the meat off those old bones. Right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. Have you seen that knife? Yikes! Big enough to cleave cabbage in two. Still leftovers in here. Dig in. The rules are different for people that die in the cabin. Everyone that does will know the kitchen well. The lucky ones are dead when cooked. The others have told us what you did to them. How many generations died brutally at your hands before you gave up? Was it your arthritis that stopped you? Or did you eventually feel remorse? That's enough! Thanks for playing along today. It was fun to revisit some old topics. Let's sleep on some of this, shall we? We've made your bed. Sweet dreams. Okay. All right. I guess that was it. Welcome to New Game Plus. This playthrough will have different dialogue, events, and decisions to make. Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen will start with 3 hearts each. Use this opportunity to max out your relationships. Ooh, we highly recommend you create a manual save file right now for this shorter playthrough. It's a shorter playthrough. You want me to do it? I mean, if it's a shorter playthrough, it might as well, right? Unfortunately, Mariah will not be available to max. Sorry. Thank you for playing, Cookie Companions. We hope you enjoyed the experience. Oh, almost forgot. Jump scare mode activated. Oh shit. Just kidding. Dear Dream Studios. Alright, we probably should do a manual save. It's not lewd, stop it. Karen, Anatoly, and Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Okay, so I guess this is where we start. Ugh. After the 3 go to bed, you finally have an opportunity to use the bathroom. The candle blew out. You grasp blindly along the floor until you find a flashlight in the corner. What am I looking for? This bathtub is filthy. It will need more than a little elbow grease to get these stains out. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. Oops. I'll go back. May 4th, 1794. This notice shall serve as a summons to the Zakopane courthouse. You are being accused of the following crimes. 1. Public disturbance. 2. Foul language and demeanor. 3. Refusal to testify at previous court cases. 4. Refusal to agree to a search warrant of property. Your hearing is scheduled for October 20th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. Sincerely, Judge Constance Luz, I guess. I don't know how to say that. You take the court summons letter with you. How the heck do I get out of here? Someone forgot to restock the toilet paper. Beyond disgusting. This is truly the scariest thing you've ever seen. With your interest waning, you decide to leave the bathroom. Time to surprise the others. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. Cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Okay, last time we talked to Anatoly. Let's talk to Gregor this time. Hey! Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. Gregor is more dense than you gave him credit for. There's extras. Slip me some extra meat. Okay? Gregor will remember that. Why is he blushing? Why is he blushing? But we got 4 hearts, so... Gotta dance. Gotta do the chair dance. Going to see how Anatoly is doing. Later. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Under the beds. You look under both of the beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. Underneath the floorboard, you notice a bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope. Chicken bone. Gross. Inside the nightstand. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? June 26th, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the 4th victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. You take the bloody newspaper with you. Very suspicious. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. The hunger is now permanent with them. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. Oh boy. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest, as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. I don't know what this is. I mean, we had this yesterday, but it's like, the dates are weird, because it's like, first it said 7th to 7th, a time in the 1700, there was a date with the court, and then there was one in the 1800s. So what is going on? You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now.
Good morning, big guy. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. It's what you would have wanted.
I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away.
What's taking so long? Boil it faster.
It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating.
I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah.
Anatoly begins to weep. What? Trevor, you're coming in for some. Did you rewatch the other one yesterday? Because this is New Game Plus. Supposedly there's new dialogue and stuff. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Okay, well, this is New Game Plus. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it.
How could you be so careless again?
You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast.
What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending.
Clear your throat. Anatoly?
Yes?
I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside.
I
think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours.
Super. No, I'm not. But yeah, this is fun for a visual novel. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there.
I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly.
That's right, Anatoly. Please help us.
Let me sleep on it. Okay?
No problem, little guy.
This is a horror visual novel, actually. This is. If you didn't watch yesterday, you'll realize that the protagonist, which is me, is actually a cannibal. And I'm murdering and eating all of these people. So. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Time to wake up! You ask Potato where the chomp bets are. Cabbage, onion, raspberry, and bread? They moved on. Just us now. The way it always should have been. What? Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. The trumpets have abandoned me. Ugh. You have a strange dream. You're walking down the steps when you trip and fall. You snap every bone on the way down, landing in the basement as a writhing pile of flesh and bones. The whispers surround you, their laughter ringing in your ears. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Anatoly puked in one of the corners. You leave it there so the others will question his fortitude. Good morning.
Good morning, little guy.
Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night.
So that's what that smell was? Anatoly is playing dumb for the group. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why? Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Well, first thing I'm going to do is go to the bathroom, because I actually really have to go to the bathroom. I told you it's a horror, okay? Just wait, we're going to be murdering eating these people. We've already ate Mariah. We told her to go out into the rain, and she never came back. And oh, guess what? We were running out of food, but now I have a big old chunk of meat, and I cooked it up and we ate it. And the other characters were crying, like they knew it was her. No, I think I'm gonna go talk to Gregor and get 5 hearts with him. All right, let me go to the bathroom. Yes. I don't know. I suspect that wherever this place is, that they are sending people into the forest to this guy, to this cabin in the forest, is kind of like sacrifices to keep him satisfied, so that maybe he doesn't go out and start killing people. I suspect. Okay, that's what I suspect is going on with the story. But all right, so we're gonna speak with Gregor in the living room.
Hey, I'm a little worried about Anatoly. The flood currents are really strong. Ugh. Once Karen makes up her mind on something, it has to happen. I definitely won't debate her on it. Have you seen that knife she carries around? I don't know where she got it, but she had it on her at all times. Do you think it's for self-defense? Or...
You interrupt Gregor. Chewie, get out of the way. Cooking?
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't cooked anything here, but...
Gregor continues to babble incoherently. You feign concern and nod politely. Whoops. He noticed you weren't actively listening to him.
Oh, yeah. Just stand up to her when the time comes, alright?
Gregor smiles a little bit. You're sure he'll remember that?
All right. Chewie? No! He wants on my chest. He wants to sit on my chest. Not right now, cat.
I know you'll do the right thing. Thanks.
You decide to call everyone together for a meeting.
Everyone who's left.
Oh, Anatoly's still here.
Anatoly? You okay, little guy?
Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision?
Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise.
Thank you, Anatoly.
Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks.
I'll miss you, big guy.
I'll miss you too, little guy.
Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best.
Karen.
Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly.
Did you want to say anything, Anatoly?
You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good luck, little guy.
Is it really? Whatever.
Anatoly has left the cabin.
See you soon, little guy.
I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep.
I didn't tell him the truth.
Gregor is getting choked up.
I didn't tell him. Missing him already.
So the game.
Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep.
Hey, I try to entertain you guys.
You hear a scraping from the floor.
The red-haired woman won't let him live, will she? Too ravenous at this point. The more she consumes, the stronger she gets. At what cost? Sometimes staying silent works better. Just walk away and pretend you're innocent later.
What a terrible perspective Potato has provided. The Chompets never would have listened to this crap. You fall asleep thinking about what Potato told you.
No, Chewie. No, come on. I'm trying to stream. You can lay on me later. This isn't a Japanese game. I'm pretty sure it's Russian.
You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take out the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat.
You don't know how to feel? Wow, just feel anything, I guess. Except, well, you can feel yourself if you want, but just don't tell me about it. All right.
You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep.
What? I'm just fucking with you guys, seriously. I wanted to see how long it would take BB10 to freak the fuck out, alright? Okay, so everybody's still asleep. Okay, this would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Well, good. Well, good. Karen runs into the kitchen.
What is that smell? Give it to me. Now.
You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth.
Ah! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing.
She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen.
Oh, God. Already?
Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before.
I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down.
Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descript. No, I'm not going to do 50 Shades of Chudah. And definitely not Dune. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Okay, I'm gonna save Gregor this time. I think I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna say no. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi.
Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my God!
This will be over soon, Gregor.
Ah! Stop! Stop!
Gregor has turned silent. What? You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly.
What's going on? Karen just... She attacked Gregor.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Were you having a nightmare? Gregor is waiting for you. You get out of bed and follow Karen to the couch.
You were the only person that didn't laugh at me for being afraid of Marmot. When I was 9, a friend and I were playing in the woods. We were far from home, about an hour away. My friend found some baby marmots, probably only a few weeks old. He was so busy playing with them he didn't notice a boar mother and piglet behind him. The boar thought he was too close to its child, so it ended up goring him in the lung with one of her tusks. The whole wheezing, those shortened breaths. He was gasping for air as his lungs filled with blood, and there was nothing I could do to stop the bleeding. It took me an entire day to carry the body back to his house. I was so weak. I had to take breaks every few minutes. When I arrived at his parents' house, it was completely pitch black out. My hands shook as I laid his body at the door. I was almost as cold as he was. When his mother finally opened the door, I will never forget that scream as long as I live. I never wanted to let anyone down again with my weakness, ever. So I pushed myself to the breaking point as a teenager, getting stronger every week. I should have never left Ukraine.
Gregor looks like he's about to cry.
Thank you.
What? What? Gregor.
I think he's trying to speak. What is it, Gregor?
You tell Karen that Gregor has died.
He hasn't spoiled yet. Let me show you the rest of him.
Karen shuffles over to the basement door, opening the lock with the knife.
Why wait until she's in the basement? Take back the knife and end her life.
You explain how difficult it is to get blood out of wood.
Your laziness is unbelievable. The minute those 4 entered this cabin, you should have killed all of them. You're getting soft. You nursed a weakened butcher back to health. What if she ends up killing you now? I brought you the key. When she goes downstairs, lock the door behind her with that deadbolt. Then let her rot.
Karen, Potato, might have made great allies in another life.
You need to stop her before it's too late.
You walk over to the basement door. Yeah. Where's Karen?
When are you fixing this hole?
You can feel her breath coming through the crack in the door. You lock the basement door.
What the hell are you doing?
Goodbye, Karen. She slips into the darkness. You climb on the couch to rest, waiting for the basement noises to become silent.
Yes, Potato is really evil. I have my suspicions who the Chompettes are, though. I have suspicions.
Mariah was correct. It's freezing over here. The frigid air swirls visibly in front of you. The basement noises have completely stopped. What do you want to do? Eat a meal. Look under the couch, bookshelf, What am I gonna do? I don't know. What should I do, you guys? I don't know. I'm thinking I could eat a meal, but I mean, I don't really think there's much food left. I could look under the couch. Look under the couch. Lots of cobwebs underneath. Thankfully, no spiders. Alright, well, eat a meal. You decide to have a quick lunch at the table. She escaped! You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Oh, wow. The sheets are completely soaked. Are you wetting the bed? You feel underneath you. Gross. You must have broke a fever because the sweat is everywhere. Don't worry, we can wash them in the basement. Just unlock the door and we'll make a day of it. You're not that slow with laundry. Come with me, I have something to show you. You cautiously get up, following Karen out of the room. The basement door was already open. I'm hungry. Let's get something from the basement. You feel the cold presence of Karen behind you. Goodbye! Stop! Grab onto the railing! You do so, feeling a slight push on your back. You feel the presence leave. That was a close one. Karen will try everything in her power to kill you. Tread cautiously downstairs. Why are you helping me, Potato? Because I pity what you've become. You work your way down to the bottom of the stairs. Something is approaching. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls, down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching.
I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking?
Another trap.
Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you.
You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah.
Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me?
You nod.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean.
That was enough to keep him at bay.
You were as sweet as a pound cake. I guess my optimism made me a little naive about you. The anger of the whispers. I know your true nature now. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen.
Okay. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching.
Oh! Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now.
You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor.
Oh. I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me.
You shake your head.
Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here.
You ask Anatoly where Karen is.
Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon.
You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. What are you talking, Chudah, kitty butt? You feel your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. Feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Found you! Karen's grown stronger than you as of late. Consuming your friends has imbued her with rage. She's lost in the abyss, and nothing but death can end this madness. I hope you prepared for what comes next.
You can feel something creeping up in front of you.
Hello! Cabbage, what are you... It took us forever to move the rubble you put in the mouse holes. Chop bets! Come out! Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Sometimes, Mary, Raspberry. What lie did you tell them, Potato? Nat, you had moved on. Will you let us go?
You shake your head.
Someday, maybe. Chumpets! We can't allow Karen to take over the cabin. She's much worse than you, Stinky. Did you see what she did to Gregor? Unhinged. She's a cut above you right now. You don't need our help with this. Just remember what she's done. Channel that anger. She's just like Potato now, right? I'm still here, Cabbage. And as punishment for earlier, we're locking you in the room again, Potato. No Chompette trial needed. You got company down here, Potato. One of us should hide the key. That's enough! No need to twist a knife. Good luck, Chompets. Let's help out. The Chompets get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Found you! Let's end this.
I guess there's no fight. I guess I killed her?
Look! He's trying to speak.
What's this, a radish?
Don't be shy. Try again. Might take a few more days. Welcome to the Chompets, Turnip.
What? That was New Game Plus? What? So, what are the Chompets? Was that Karen? I guess. Hold on. So does that mean that the Chompets were people that he took in and who were also cannibals? Because they kept saying Potato did horrible things too. So I don't know. I don't know. So many questions. So many questions.